Hey, how you doing? Wanted to talk a little bit today about trust. How you start trusting people again when you've had it ripped away. Um, just apologies if I struggle a little bit today talking. I've just had surgery on my nose last week, so I'm a little bit like bunged up and whatever. So apologies if I'm a bit sniffy. So 4 years ago, when my wife and I, nearly 4 years ago, separated, everything went away. I lost all trust in people. Obviously, our relationship broke down. All the friends and the family that we had built up over 20 years literally disappeared overnight. Everyone just sided with her like I was some sort of monster. And it was like, you all know me. I'm not some stranger, but it all disappeared. So I lost all sense of trust in people, and I was very much a case of, it's just easier on your own, isn't it? And if you let yourself down, well, you've only got yourself to blame. You can't blame anyone else. But I've started to realise that you need people. You need people in your life. The one person that's been a stable in those 4 years has been my therapist, Christine. She's been really, really great. It's made a huge difference. It's been sort of like the one, I suppose, rock that I know that's been there, every month. And she's pushed me to start going out and about, start just going to groups and stuff just to meet people. And about 18 months or so ago, I went to a local group, started to get, to book club, started to get to meet people, and then something transpired there. One of the guys that was running it was running a pyramid scheme, and he was getting people sucked into it. I didn't, because I was just like, this is a pyramid scheme, and it preyed on those people there. And that bang, trust out the window. Somebody I met there as well, basically wanted something out of me. I effectively said no, and they've disappeared. So again, when these things happen, sometimes I tend to retreat back. But you got to keep going. You got to keep trying, because not everyone's an arsehole. Not everyone's there to get something out of you. The one group that I've gone back to again over the last about 4 months now was Andy's Man Club. So I started to go into that in Liverpool a couple of years ago. And again, I wasn't really feeling it. There were people in there that I just wasn't really connecting with. And I'd come out of that support group session, just not feeling great. So I started to retreat into myself again. And about 4 months ago, they opened up a branch on Wirral, where I live. And I've been going there ever since they opened. And it's awesome. It's really, really good. There's like a core group of guys that go. There's about 10, 11 normally, week on week. There's a core group that I see regularly. I don't go every week because I have the kids every other Monday, so I can't go. Bank holidays, it's not on a bank holiday. But I've started going again, and I'm going regularly, and I'm really enjoying it. And it gives you a bit of I suppose, if you're like me, if you're alone, haven't got anyone, and you don't really do anything regularly in a social sense, it gives you a bit of an anchor for the week. It's every Monday, 7:00. I know that's there. And if I haven't got the kids and it's not a bank holiday, I go. 10 minutes from where I live, so there's no excuse. And it gives you an anchor for the week, and it gives you a chance to, because it's that sort of like, I suppose, that break, it gives you a chance to reflect on the week that you've had. And the questions during the club, they ever introduce yourself, and then it's it's something, give you how was your week, and give a bit of a summary on your week, and something good that's happened in the week, and something you want to get off your chest. And then they have a couple more, not always light-hearted questions, but one of the questions this week was 6 months into the year, what's something you're proud of 6 months into the year? So you have a little bit of a think about it, and then there's a bit more of a light-hearted one. So it gives you a chance. It gives you that break that if you're working and you haven't really got any social, that you just work and work and work, and the days all fall into one. It gives you that little hard break, that little hard reset to go, okay, it's Monday night. And then it gives you a chance to have a bit of a think about the week. And inevitably, we tend to think about the negatives a lot. I do anyway. You think, oh, this has happened or that's happened, but you don't always think about the positives. And those are the really good things where you see, though, you have to think about what's happened, and you think, no, that was a positive for the week. That's something I did well. That's something I'm proud of. So that's really working well. And as I go more, and I'm, as with anything, when you meet the same people, you start to build more relationships. You start to have more conversations, a little bit different. And as you go, like I got there and I was walking down, and one of the chaps there running was, "Oh, hi Paul, how are you doing? Are we still doing your videos?" Stuff like that. And you start to get to know people. And will we be mates? I don't know. But again, it's putting yourself out there and trusting in people. And everyone is there for support because they're going through stuff, and it's a real, I would say, almost a bonding experience that you can sort of get together and help each other through. And sometimes you don't have to do anything; you just listen. You just listen. That's sometimes all we need. So yeah, that's will stuff happen? Will people fall out? Possibly, probably, but I've definitely started to learn that the only way to overcome trust issues with people is to put yourself out there and risk some more of those issues. But whilst that risk is there, you will also meet other people that you'll have connections with, and we need those connections, because sometimes you get, one of the chaps used a phrase of the week that really sort of stung a little bit, and he referenced he felt crushing loneliness, and that's yeah, when it's a hard thing to think about. And as my kids get older and they move on and they grow and they spend time with friends, get girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever it is, inevitably we will spend less time together. So I need to get myself out there, and you may need to do that too. And it's just taking that step. Yes, it's a risk, but I think it's definitely a risk worth taking. As ever, thank you for spending a little bit of time with me today, and I'll see you soon.